Welcome, everybody, to LuLaRoe Amanda D. I'm Amanda Donikowski, your LuLaRoe fashion consultant, and I just wanted to share a little bit of my story of how I became a LuLaRoe consultant, how I have been doing through this onboarding process, and give you some tips and ideas about how to get through this time of onboarding over 7,000 new consultants with LuLaRoe. So let me take you back about a year and a half ago. I found LuLaRoe at a vendor event. I tried on a maxi skirt. I fell in love, and then I didn't find another LuLaRoe consultant for a good 6 months. Sad, huh? That LuLaRoe consultant really just lived too far away from me. The vendor event that I went to was a little bit farther than I typically would travel, and I just didn't know how to shop online via LuLaRoe and Facebook. Well, a friend of mine invited me about 6 months after I was initially introduced to LuLaRoe to an online Facebook party. And me, being an online shopper, was very intrigued by that opportunity. And I instantly bought 2 Nicole dresses and fell in love with those as well. Sorry about the beeping. I'm at school, as you can tell in the background. I'm a special education teacher for kindergarten through 2nd grade, and it is after school hours, and I decided this was really one of the only chances I was going to get to share my journey with you guys. So that 6 month after I was initially introduced to LuLaRoe, I did that online Facebook party. I bought 2 Nicole dresses, fell in love with them, started wearing them to school, and got so many compliments. And really what I started doing was I just started sharing with people the fact that I love the clothes. I introduced them to online Facebook parties as well, and it exploded at my school. At that time, I was not a consultant. I still have yet to onboard, but everybody at my school, there are now probably 10 girls who are wearing LuLaRoe, and I myself have completely replaced my entire wardrobe as far as any other type of thing. I have a few staple pieces in there, sure, but the majority of my wardrobe now is every style that LuLaRoe carries. And so I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit about how I was introduced and where I've come to. I probably have a good 60, 70 pieces of LuLaRoe in my closet. So when I talk about being a LuLaRoe addict, that is me. I knew very quickly that as I started sharing with people that becoming a consultant was where I wanted to be. But those of you that are waiting to onboard right now, and those of you who have been skeptical about whether or not this is for you, the initial investment was very scary. My family, me, my husband, and my 2 kids, we live we don't live paycheck to paycheck, but we definitely live within our means, and we save a lot, and we invest in our children's education for the future, and we have a lot of things set up. And so pulling an additional $5,000 for something that wasn't income producing yet was scary. And I was scared for a really long time to even bring it up to my husband because I was certain that he was going to squash my dreams and say, heck no. And so it took me almost 6 months to even get up the courage to talk to my husband about that. So we're talking now, it's been, just recently in February is when I finally got the courage to talk to him and was like, hey, this is something I really want to do. I'm passionate about. And he was like, well, I see your closet. I know you love LuLaRoe. I see all your friends. They're all wearing it too. He was like, so honestly, it really does make sense. He said, I want you to make sure that you save the 10% so that I was secure. So basically what I mean by that is that LuLaRoe will allow you to send back your entire inventory. If you decide that LuLaRoe is not for you, if you read in the policies and procedures, they give you the option to send everything back minus a 10% restocking fee. And so what my husband said was, he was like, you save up that 10% restocking fee so that if you ever decide that this is not for you and you want to send it all back, he was like, that you have that cushion and that there's no money out of our pockets that we didn't already have. So I did get a credit card, I think with a $10,000 limit. So I'm starting where I need to. I have made a list on Amazon of all of my necessities. I have not bought them yet. It is really hard for me not to buy all the things in my cart right now because I really want them. It's just not feasible to buy them yet when I don't have any idea of when my inventory is coming. The good thing about Amazon is that I'm a Prime member, so I do get Prime shipping, and every single thing that I have in my cart, I get updated if for some reason it's no longer a Prime item. But I do get all of those within 2 days because I get 2-day shipping. So once I get that phone call, which I'm predicting right now is going to be about April 20th, I submitted my paperwork to become a fashion consultant with LuLaRoe on February 22nd. I still have about 2,300 people, I think, ahead of me when I'm looking at the queue list. So if you don't know what that is, I encourage you to reach out to your sponsor or somebody who has been helping you along this journey and helping you make decisions. If you don't already have a sponsor, you have questions, I am certainly available to you. I will put my information down in the comment section here. I'm really just doing this YouTube thing so that I can document my journey with you guys. I have used YouTube so frequently lately to document or to go through and find information on people who are doing LuLaRoe and those types of things that I really want to share as much as I can with you guys so that you can make informed decisions and be the best consultant for yourself and help your family. I know that LuLaRoe was the way to go for me because I just loved the clothing, and I'm incredibly passionate about helping women feel confident and beautiful. The reason that LuLaRoe was such an intriguing thing for me as far as the clothing were concerned is because I had lost 56 pounds. Now I've lost 68, so I continue to kind of fade away a little bit. Advocare has helped me to get my healthy lifestyle back after having 2 children and gaining quite a bit of weight. And so I was really self-conscious. And when I was able to get a maxi skirt and buy a maxi skirt, that very first one in a size medium, that was a huge deal to me. So I want to help other women to feel beautiful and confident, and I'm passionate about making a positive impact on the world and the lives of other women. And I really want to do that for each of you too. So if for no other reason these inspire you and they give you uplifting words of encouragement, that's what I'm here for. I don't care if you reach out to me or not, but I would love to hear from each of you. Like I said, I'll put my email down in the bottom so that you guys can reach out for me. But I also want to give you a little list kind of the things that I decided I was going to need to start my LuLaRoe business, the things, like I said before, that are in my Amazon cart. So I would actually encourage for you, this is something that my upline encouraged me. Her name is Brittany. She's amazing. But I encourage you to get some clothing racks. She recommended that I start with 2. And I'm not actually buying those on Amazon, so those actually will be to me within the next couple of days because I did order those in advance. But from supply, I think it's the supply company or Store Supply. Sorry, storesupply.com. Okay, because I really wanted something that was store quality, hefty duty, and sturdy. And I've heard mixed reviews on the ones on Amazon. I know some people who love them, and I know other people who thought that they weren't the best quality and that Store Supply had better. So I will be using Store Supply. I'm also going to buy Mannequin because I am going to be doing in-home pop-ups, but I will also be doing some online sales as well because as an online shopper, I know what I like. I've done a lot of research to figure out what people like. I've done surveys and polls, and I've participated in them myself, and I know what will help to sell. So that's a positive too. All of this onboard waiting scenario, having submitted my paperwork the end of February, and now it's the end of March. I've been waiting for a month, and I have another month to wait, but it has been a blessing in disguise. If you had told me 2 months ago before I submitted my paperwork that I was going to have to wait this long, I probably would have said, never mind. But after having waited this long, the excitement is built up. I feel so much more prepared. As soon as my inventory comes, I'm going to be able to hit the ground running, and I'm super excited about that. But I'm going to get my mannequin. I have a backdrop. I have lighting that I'm going to get. I'm going to have an iPad because Audrey works better on Apple software, and I'm not an Apple fan, honestly, but I do know that my business will require that I have that, so I'm getting an iPad. I will also be using Periscope for sales, and so I also ordered myself a little tripod, or added to my cart a little tripod, so that I can set that up and be scrolling through and responding to messages and comments and things like that too, using that as well for Audrey in person. Let me think, what are some other things? Oh, velvet hangers. I've bought clips as well so that I can put those on my velvet hangers for skirts. Velvet hangers are just skinnier, so you can fit more things on your rack. They're also pretty lightweight, and they also have this, being that they're velvet, they help to make things not fall off the clothing as the clothing to fall off of the hanger as easily, which is also intriguing for me. I also bought some clips so that when I put things on my mannequin, I can clip it back. I know I've heard from a lot of people that they don't like to see the bigger sizes on a mannequin just hanging there. So to form fit it a little bit better, I'm going to get some clips to hold the clothing in the back as well and kind of cinch it in and things like that. I'm sure I'm missing things, and I'll probably come back and share that with you guys a little bit. I will also probably eventually do a video where I show you guys around my closet so you can see where this LuLaRoe addiction really started. But if you're looking to follow me, if you're looking for a sponsor, please contact me. My email is LuLaRoeAmandaDonikowski@gmail.com, and you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, and all of that stuff on the same name you see here, and that's LuLaRoe Amanda D. My shopping group on Facebook is Shop LuLaRoe by Amanda D, so a little bit different, but I'm really excited to share my journey with you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day, and that I hear from some of you guys in the future, and that if you are waiting to onboard, I promise you that the wait is worth it, because we are going to hit the ground running and be so successful in this business together. And I hope that you guys are excited about this opportunity that LuLaRoe has to offer us all, and the confidence building that will come with all of this as well. So like I said, have a blessed day, and hope I talk to you soon. Bye, guys.